So we've had a lot of time under our belts. This will be a good test for us. Our biggest concern for the first meet of the year is everybody's health and safety. So we are always crossing our fingers that nobody pulls hamstrings or gets hurt or anything like that, because the first time that they compete is always different than anything we can do in practice. So we'll look forward to hoping to having a healthy meet, and then we'll use this as a tool to evaluate where we are and what we need to do moving forward into January. The first couple meets on our schedule, being at University of Iowa and at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, those are kind of what we call the early season tune-ups, trying to get the kinks out, figure out how to compete, things we need to do before we get into the bulk of our schedule. The first meet on our schedule that's a big highlighted meet is when we go right in mid-February. We go to Grand Valley State, which is actually a Division II school but has a 300-meter indoor track, and they host a big invitational there of Division I schools. So that's our premier event in terms of being in such a good facility that the kids can compete really well. And then, of course, everything we do points to the end of February when we have the Summit League Championships at IPF.
Looking forward to.
We're going to be a little short-handed, actually, because the couple people that are our top areas, including Jasmine Brown, All-American in the triple jump, she's going to redshirt during indoor season just because she wants to get stronger and better and faster. So she's going to redshirt. We have Mcgann coming back. She is our indoor pentathlon record holder, and she will do well for us at the conference level. Sierra Woods is our top sprinter, redshirting also. She has a year of outdoor eligibility, or 2 years of outdoor eligibility, but only one of indoor, so she's going to save it for next year. In the throws area, we have Sheila Grant Schaefer coming back, who is an all-conference performer for us in the past and has done very good things. And so we're looking forward to seeing how some of the younger kids develop at the early stages, especially during indoor when we're going to be short-handed a little bit on the women's side. For the men's side, probably our most populated area of success is in the sprints, where we have Xavier Levy, who's been a conference champion and all-conference performer, and Tyler Yunkin, who is also a top returner in our conference. Tyler will redshirt outdoors. He'll run indoors but not outdoors. So we keep putting people on hold a little bit here, trying to load up for future and have them get a little older, a little wiser, a little better. We've got some healthy kids finally. So some kids that are coming back for us that have kind of been on the injured reserve ticket through cross country or even through last year that will hopefully help. Josh Thomas is our #1 hurdler, both in the short hurdles and the long hurdles outdoors. He was very successful last year and been a good scorer for us at the conference level. Distance side, we're very young. We don't have anybody that's older than a sophomore. That group's led by Grant Kiser. He's started to come into his own, and we'll see how he adapts to having a new coach in the distance area and how that training reflects into what he's doing. So we're excited about the year. We think that we can do some good things. Our roster sizes are not where we think they should be, so we'll work in terms of recruiting, bringing in a lot more kids this year and trying to fill out our roster and bring our numbers back up to where we think they ought to be, that can give us a little more depth that we need. Our biggest team goal is just to get better than we were. I know that's generic and doesn't really give you a lot of input, but I think that's what we need to do. Our group is so young. We don't have a whole lot of older kids on our team. We just need to continue to evolve and grow as athletes. If we can score a few more points than we did last year, it sounds kind of funny to say this, but one of our goals is to always be the best non-fully funded team. And we have some really good teams in our conference that are all fully funded, and we're not one of them. So we want to make sure that we're at least beating the teams in our conference that are not fully funded also, and then try to knock off some of the kids that are fully funded, those programs that have money but aren't maybe doing some of the things that they should be doing, and we can beat those teams as well. So we want to be, we're hopeful that this year we can be middle of the pack. That's probably as best we can do in our conference, is if we can get in the middle somewhere, that would be a big deal for us. And then, but in the next couple years, then we want to evolve past that and grow and hopefully be in the top 2 to 3 in our conference. But this year's a little bit lean with the size of our team and the depth that we have. We'll struggle some ways, so if we can get in the middle, we'll be good.